See, yesterday we have created 3 multi-level methods. Okay. Just define multi-level methods. Sorry, yesterday we have created multi-level methods, right? Let's just keep command position multi-level method KV3. See here, this multi-level method is applicable to all the assets which are acquired in the fiscal year 2022, and if their expected life of asset is 10 years, right? Suppose my requirement is in any year you purchase the asset, right? And if the life of the asset is 10 years, for those 10 years, I want to use the depreciation method and rate like this. So in that case, how to define? Click on new end, not here, sorry. So you come to the same screen. Click on new entries. You just to look at the screen, right? You need not write, very simple. Multi-level method is equal to KV4. Description is equal to multi-level method number 4. Validity start from the ordinary depreciation start date. Click on save. Then double click on plus. Click on new entries. So in any year you purchase asset, means acquisition year 9999. Years 3, period 0, base value 0.1%, 5%. So in any year you purchase asset, for the first 3 years, I want to use straight line method 5%. Then acquisition year again 9999, years 7. That means for the next 4 years, period 0, base value 24, percentage 6. Then acquisition year 9999, year 10, period 0, base value 0.1%, 7%. Like that, in the acquisition year, if you enter 9999, it implies that in any year you purchase the asset. Okay? Concept. Now, maintain period control methods. Just a moment. Yes. So period control methods. These are the keys which contains the time frame from which the depreciation is to be calculated in the case of acquisitions additions, retirements, and transfers. Already 5 period control methods were defined in the system. When the chart of depreciation is assigned to the company code, the system automatically assigns these 5 period control methods to the chart of depreciation. In addition, we can define our own period control methods. Say, for example, today you have purchased the asset. From which date you want to calculate depreciation? Or on the 15th of the November, you have purchased the asset. So from which date the depreciation is to be calculated? Suppose you have sold one asset today. So we have to calculate profit or loss on the sale of asset. For that purpose, you have to calculate depreciation, and the depreciation is to be reduced from the book value. So in that case, from which date the depreciation is to be calculated? Like that, how the depreciation is to be calculated? I mean, from which date the depreciation is to be calculated in the case of acquisitions, additions, and retirements is controlled by period control methods. So by doing the step, I will again explain. Path is same as above. Click on New Entries. Period control method is equal to 006. Give some number or name. Description 01/01/01/01. Acquisition is equal to 01. Additions is equal to 01. Retirement is equal to 01. Transfer is equal to 01. That's why description I have given 01, 01, 01. These 01s are called time frames. And these time frames were already defined in the system. And also, if necessary, we can also define our own time frames. See, 01 acquisition means pro rata at the period start date. Period means month in asset. Okay. So at the period start date means on any day you purchase the asset, the depreciation is calculated from the beginning of the month. For example, today is 24/11, right? So even if you purchase the asset on 24/11, if you enter the key acquisition 01, then the system will calculate depreciation from the beginning of the month. Suppose if you enter 02, 02 means pro rata up to mid period at the period start date. Means on all the assets which are purchased up to 15th of the month, the system will calculate depreciation from the beginning of the month. Then on all the assets which are purchased after the 15th of the month, the system will calculate depreciation from the first of the next month. Then 03 pro rata at period at mid period means on any day you purchase the asset. On any day you purchase the asset, right? The depreciation is calculated from the 15th of the month. Like that, each key represents one time frame. Then additions. For additions also, I want to calculate depreciation from the beginning of the month. Then retirement. When you retire the asset or when you sell the asset, retirement means sell or scrapping. When you sell the asset, we have to calculate profit or loss on the sale of asset. In case of SAP, system itself will calculate the profit or loss on the sale of asset. For that purpose, system itself automatically calculates the depreciation from the beginning of the month in which the asset was sold up to the date of sale. Then that depreciation is reduced from the net book value from the beginning of the month. Then it will compare the net book value on the date of sale with the sale proceeds, and accordingly it will calculate the profit or loss. That means in the case of retirements and transfers also, I want to calculate depreciation from the beginning of the month. Okay. Now here, what about other keys? How do you know? Right? For that, you can refer to the help documentation. See, where is that help documentation? See, SPRO, asset accounting, depreciation, valuation methods, period control. maintain period control, right? Here, this is called help documentation. See, if you click on this, you can see here, right? Pro rata at the start of the period means the depreciation start and the end date is always set to the beginning of the period in which asset value date for the acquisition retirement lies. This is the SAP terminology. Pro rata at the start of the period up to the middle of the period. The depreciation start and the end date is set to the beginning of the period for the transactions in the first half of the period. Means on all the assets which are purchased up to the 15th of the month, the depreciation will be calculated from the first of the month. For the transactions in the second half, means on all the assets which you purchase after 15th of the month, it is set to the beginning of the next period. Like that, you can refer to this in your preparation. Now, maintain depreciation key. Yesterday I explained you already the depreciation key. It contains all the necessary values to calculate the depreciation. In every depreciation key, we assign base methods. Till now, we have defined base methods, multi-level methods, period control methods, etc. Right? So all these methods are assigned in the depreciation key. Then the depreciation key is assigned in the asset master record. Then the system calculates the depreciation according to the values specified in the depreciation key. Each depreciation key should be saved in the active status. The depreciation keys are defined in the chart of depreciation level. Therefore, they are available to all the company codes to which the same chart of depreciation is assigned. While doing the step, you can understand. Depreciation key, calculation methods, maintain depreciation key. Click on new entries. Depreciation key is equal to SSKV or SSK1. It's only 4 characters. Depreciation key is equal to SSK1. Description is equal to straight line method 5%. Depreciation key is equal to straight line method 5%. Select period control according to fiscal years. Select depreciation to the date. Click on save. After clicking on save, please add one sentence there. Ignore the warning, ignore the messages. Ignore the messages. Double click on assignment of calculation methods. Click on new entries. Depreciation type, odd day depreciation. Write down one point there. Separate depreciation keys. Separate depreciation keys are defined for each depreciation type. Separate depreciation keys are defined for each depreciation type. Phase is equal to from the start of depreciation. Phase is equal to from the start of depreciation. Base method is equal to SSKV. Period control 006. See, base method, period control method, multi-level methods, everything we are assigning in the depreciation key, right? Multi-level method is called KV1. Remember. See, if you remember, in yesterday's class, we defined the multi-level method KV1, in which we defined that base value 0.1, acquisition value, percentage 5%, right? Means 5% straight line method, right? That KV1 is assigned in the depreciation key. And the depreciation key SSK1 will be assigned in the asset master record. So on the acquisition value of that asset, the system will apply this multi-level method, this base method, this period control. Class is equal to straight line depreciation. Click on save. Click on save. Again, write down. Ignore the warning message. Click on back arrow 4 times. select SSK1 depreciation key, click on activate button and save. It will be giving warning messages. Whatever the warning messages you get, just ignore it. Let us create one more depreciation key. Click on new entries. Depreciation key is equal to SSK2. Just like that, I'm using SSK1, SSK2. Description is equal to WDV 5%. WDV method 5%. Select period control according to fiscal years. Select depreciation to the day. Click on save. Ignore the warning messages. Double click on assignment of calculation methods. Click on new entries. Depreciation type is equal to ordinary depreciation. Phase is from the start of depreciation, means from the day from which you start calculating depreciation, this method is applicable. This depreciation key is applicable. Base method SSKV, period control 006, multi-level method KV2. In the KV2 multi-level method, we define the base value as 24, means net book value percent 5%. Net book value base value means return on value method. Class is declining balance depreciation. In your material, straight line depreciation is there. It's not straight line depreciation. Strike it off. Oh, sorry. This one, no. It is correct. Declining balance depreciation only is there. Click on save. Click on back arrow 4 times. So every depreciation key is to be activated. Select SSK2 depreciation key. Click on activate button. And save. Now, end user transactions. Configuration for the purpose of calculation of depreciation is over. Now, let us create end user transactions. Let us create a main asset master record. Creation of main asset, transaction code AS01. As usual again, AS02, change asset master record, AS03, display asset master record as usual. Sorry, it is AS. Asset class is equal to SSKVP, means I am creating the master record for the plant and machinery. So the plant and machinery master record is created under the asset class SSKPV. Here, at the time of creating main asset master record, the system will ask for the asset class. Company code SSKV. Company code SSKV. Click on enter. Description is equal to plant and machine number 1. Description is equal to plant and machine number 1. Capitalized on. Look at the scheme. Here, this is the asset master record we are creating, right? So, capitalized on is a mandatory field. Why? If you remember, in the screen layout rule, which we assigned in the asset class, plant and machinery, we have selected calculation as required entry. That's why it's a mandatory field. Capitalized on 1/4/2022. Of course, we can do today's date also, right? But if you do 24/11/2022, that is current date. At the time of calculation of depreciation in our practice, right? It gives little bit of difficulty. What is that? I will tell you while calculating the depreciation. For the time being, we enter the calculation date as 1/4/2022. I will explain you why I have given the calculation date as first day of the fiscal year. Tomorrow we calculate depreciation. At that time, I will explain. Go to time independent tab. Business area SSKV. Click on depreciation areas. Depreciation key is a mandatory field. Depreciation key is equal to SSK1. Depreciation key is equal to SSK1. Useful life 15 years. Period 6 months. Means the expected life of this asset is 15.5 years. Ordinary depreciation start date is equal to 1/4/2022. Now, look at this. Here, in our chart of, in our asset class, OAYZ. In OAYZ, in the plant and machinery asset class, we have done one step, determine depreciation areas, right? SSKVP. In this asset class, right, we have activated book depreciation and book depreciation group currency. That's why in the master record, the system is displaying these two depreciation areas, but we did not activate tax depreciation, right? That's why it is not showing the tax depreciation in the asset master record. Still no clear? Now, how the system applies, I mean, in this asset master record, on this asset master record, plant and machinery number 1, the system will use which method of depreciation and which rate of depreciation. Some space is here, no? Please write down. We have assigned the depreciation key SSK1. We have assigned the depreciation key SSK1 in the asset master record. In the asset master record. Full stop. In the depreciation key SSK1, we have assigned the multi-level method KV1. We have assigned the multi-level method KV1. In the multi-level method full stop. In the multi-level method KV1, we defined that base value 01 acquisition value within brackets, base value 01 within brackets acquisition value and the percentage 5%. So the system will apply. 5% on the acquisition value of the asset, which is simply straight line method 5%. Links are clear for everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I hope others also clear. Okay, now. Sorry? Okay. Now, for the purpose of calculation of book depreciation, right, we have assigned the depreciation key SSK1. Similarly, the system has to calculate book depreciation in the group currency. Then for that also we need to assign the depreciation key also, no? But here you cannot assign any depreciation key. The field is grayed out, right? Let us see what happens. Let us click on save. Let us see what happens. See, the system has taken the depreciation key of 01 book depreciation area. See, click on save. Asset 2,01,000 is created, right? Here, even in the change function, change asset, right? Even in the change function also, the depreciation key is grayed out. Means you cannot enter the different depreciation key for the 32 book depreciation group currency. And also, whatever the depreciation key that has been assigned for book depreciation is taken by the system for the 32 book depreciation group currency also. Simply saying, whatever the depreciation key was taken for 01 was taken for 32 also. Why? Where is the setting we have done? Do you remember why did we keep book depreciation group currency in our chart of depreciation? Anybody can tell me why did we keep 32 book depreciation group currency?
It's a parallel valuation, sir. It's like
Exactly. Yes. We maintain the group currency for our company code, right? As additional local currency, we have maintained group currency as additional currency for our company code. As a result, every business transaction which we post in the company code also should be converted into group currency. So in asset accounting also, when we post acquisition values or when we calculate depreciation, etc., those depreciation are also to be converted into group currency. For that purpose, logically speaking, we have to maintain group currency again as additional currency for asset accounting. But please remember, in ECC 6.0, asset accounting supports only one currency, the two company code local currency. That's all. But here our requirement is the depreciation is also to be calculated in the group currency also. That's why we maintain a separate depreciation area for each parallel currency we maintain. That's why we kept 32 book depreciation group currency, right? Then see, specify the use of parallel currencies, right? SPRO, financial accounting, asset accounting, valuation, currencies, specify the use of parallel currencies. See, for 32 group currency. See, for the 32 book depreciation area group currency, we maintain the currency 30 group currency, right? Then value adoption. See, adoption of values for the depreciation area. So for the 32 depreciation area, adoption of values means acquisition value is to be taken from where? Depreciation key is to be taken from where? That we have defined as 1. 1 means book depreciation. So whatever the acquisition value that was taken for book depreciation also will be taken for 32 book depreciation group currency. Clear? Then here we have selected select identical transfer of acquisition value. Means whatever the acquisition value that was taken for 01 will be taken for 32 also. In addition to that, we have selected identical transfer of acquisition value. If you select this checkbox, this is called identical transfer of acquisition value. If you select this checkbox, see, identical transfer of acquisition value, set this indicator. If you want to ensure that system transfers all APC relevant to posting values to this depreciation area from the transferring depreciation area with no opportunity for changing the values. That means we cannot change the acquisition value for the 32 area. whatever the acquisition value that was taken for 01 should be taken for 32 also, with the option not to change. With no option to change. Logically speaking, right? Whatever the acquisition value that has been used for book depreciation also should be used for book depreciation group currency also. But sometimes we don't want to select this. That is in the case of parallel ledger accounting. That parallel ledger accounting we will discuss in the new GL. That's why for this select we have selected checkbox. So we cannot change the acquisition value for the 32 group currency, right? Then depreciation terms transfer from depreciation area. So depreciation terms means rate of depreciation, method of depreciation. So for the 32 group currency depreciation area, from which depreciation area the depreciation terms are to be transferred, we have defined 0. Book depreciation means whatever the depreciation terms that have been used for book depreciation also will be used for 32 group currency. And also we have selected identical transfer. Means here also we cannot change. Identical depreciation terms copied. Specifies that depreciation terms of the selected depreciation area are always identical to those from the reference area. Reference area means 01. Don't get confused with the SAP terminology. So you cannot change the depreciation key for the 32 group currency. That's why it was grayed out. Suppose if you change it, this also will be changed. Because 32 values are depending upon 01 values. Clear for everybody? Click on Save. Now let us create one more asset master report.
So one doubt.
Yeah.
If we are maintaining the group currency, in case of group currency, the head, in case the asset has to be valued as per WDB in group currency country and SLM in India, then how can it be done?
No. That is different company codes. Right? In India, separate company code. In US, separate company code. But
okay, as well as, yeah.
See, our company code is in India. Okay. So we have to report to your group management in the group currency. Your company code is only one. So whatever
got
that is calculated in your Indian company code has to be converted into group currency. That's it.
Yeah, got it, sir. Yeah.
Now, creation of sub-asset master. Transaction code AS11. You strike off this AS11 and you write it here. AS11 is to create the sub-asset master record. See, the sub-asset master record is created with reference to asset number or main asset. So asset is 2,01,000. Company code SSKV. Click on enter. Description is called plant and mission number 1 generator. I'm sorry, just a minute. Yeah. Description is called plant and mission number 1 generator. Capitalized on 1/5/2022. Assuming that we purchase this generator after 1 month of purchase of main asset plant and machinery. Go to time dependent tab. Business area SSKV. Go to depreciation areas. Here, these depreciation keys are defaulted from asset master record, main asset master record, right? So if you want to keep the same depreciation key, you can keep it as it is. Otherwise, you can change the depreciation. There is no any rule that on the sub asset and main asset, we have to use the same method rate of depreciation. There is no rule. But here, just to understand the depreciation values, every time I am using straight line method 5%. So we can keep the same depreciation key.
You have to change the date, sir.
Date we change. Depreciation key is equal to SSK1. Useful life 10 years. Period 0. So the expected life of the generator is exactly 10 years. Ordinary depreciation start date is equal to 1/5/2022. See, the values for the 32 also are changed. When you click on enter, the values are adapted from 01. Click on save. See, asset to 2,01,000, 1 is created. Means this is the subasset. In the place of subasset number, if you notice 0, that is main asset. Now, let us create one more subasset. In your practice also, minimum to minimum, you create 3 asset master records because one asset you have to sell, one asset you have to transfer, one asset you have to scrap. That's why, for our practice purpose, minimum we require 3 assets. Here I am creating another subasset. Otherwise, you can create main asset also. Transaction code AS11. Just to strike off the transaction code AS11 here, and you please write it here. Asset is equal to 2,01,000. Company code SSKV. Click on enter. Description is equal to planter mission number 1 toolkit. Capitalized on 1/6/2022. Go to time dependent cap. Business area SSKV. Go to depreciation areas. Here also I am using the same depreciation key. On all the assets, I am using straight line method 5%. Depreciation key is equal to SSK1. Useful life is 15 years. Period 0. Ordinary depreciation start date 1/6/2022. Click on save. See, asset 2,01,000, 2 is created. Then, posting of purchase of main asset. Transaction code F-90. See, we have calculated the first asset on 1/4/2022, right? So document date and posting date is 1/4/2022. Document date is equal to 1/4/2022. Type is KR. Suppliers of fixed assets are also vendors only. Company code SSKV. Posting date 1/4/2022. Period 8. Currency INR. Sorry, period 1. Currency INR. Posting key 31. Credit for vendor. So, logically speaking, we have to enter one-time vendor account. But I am entering regular vendor only. 17003021. Account is equal to 17003021. Click on enter. Amount is equal to 4 lakhs. Business area SSKV. Payment terms 0001. If that payment terms is not there, leave it, need not enter. Okay, after business area, text is only there. Text being plant and machinery purchased. Posting key 70. Debit for asset. Posting key 70. Debit for asset within brackets. The account is equal to 2,01,000. main asset. Account is equal to 2,01,0. Transaction type 100. Transaction type 100 within brackets external acquisition. Within brackets external acquisition means this asset was purchased from outsiders. Write down the transaction type. The transaction type determines the GL accounts to be updated. The transaction types are also system defined. The amount is equal to asterisk. Text plus. Click on. Let us post the purchase of first subasset. Same transaction code. So the generator we have capitalized on 1/5, right? So document date is 1/5/2022. Type is KR. Company code SSKV. Posting date 1/5/2022. Period 2. Currency INR. Posting key 31. Account is 17003021. Click on enter. The amount is 3 lakhs. Business area SSKV. Payment terms 0001. Text being generator purchased. Posting key 70. The account is 2,01,20. Click on enter. Ignore all the messages. Sorry, transaction type 100. Click on enter. See, posting key 70. Account is 2,01,1. I'm sorry. Posting key 70. Account is 2,01,1. Asset number we have to enter. By mistake, I entered inventory of raw material account. The amount is as this. Text plus. Let us create one more subasset. Let us post the acquisition of second subasset. So the second subasset you are capitalized on 1st June, right? So document date is 1/6/2022. Type is KR. Company code SSKV. Posting date 1/6/2022. Period 6. No. June, no? Period 3. Period 3. Currency INR. Posting key 31. Account is 17003021. Click on enter. The amount is 1,50,000. Toolkit. Business area SSKV. Payment terms 0001. Text is equal to toolkit purchased. Text is equal to toolkit purchased. Posting key 70. The account is 2,01,2. If you press on F4, you can see the asset sub numbers and main numbers. Transaction type 100. Amount is as is text plus. Click on now. Asset Explorer. This we will see tomorrow. Any questions? It's a reporting tool. Asset Explorer is a reporting tool that we will see tomorrow. Tomorrow probably asset accounting will be over.
Sir,
We
I have a
calculate
one.
depreciation and we see sales, scrap, etc. Tell me, Afzal.
Sir, is it possible? Can you send us the notes of the controlling document, because I need to get a printout and
Yeah, I
spiral
will
bound.
send it along with today's recording.
Yes, and sir, I have a one issue with the automatic payment program. So I have two queries. Yeah. So is it possible I just send it to you via email, then you resolve
Yeah,
it?
please send the email.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's fine. Yes, sir. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, then. See you tomorrow.